Hey everybody, I'm doing a toolbox tour as a diesel mechanic apprentice. Um, let's get started. Right, as you walk up, you have my creeper. It's a Mac, but it's the same as all the other guys. Does well. Right here is a extreme standing mat. It's essentially just a very squishy, nice mat for you to not only stand on, but you lay that across a frame rail to get to a pump, or you're doing overhead work. You can easily lay on that. In the other corner, I just keep a notepad and clipboard. Keep stuff organized, written down. Up top, I got air tool, lubricant, some, what is that, brake clean. This is ATF. I use that pretty much just for lubricating O-rings, but motor oil would work well too. Some cleaner to get greasy handprints off of trucks, and just my water bottle. On the side, I got a probably about a 4 foot pry bar from Mac, and a bottle of soapy water for finding air leaks. Top drawer. This is all my sockets and my kind of daily stuff over here. Starting on this side, we have Snap-on long chrome 12 points and the shorts. This is a set of Gearwrench impacts in 3/8 with one random Mac because I lost the Gearwrench one. 3/8 Snap-on tall and short. These are some Gearwrench Allen sockets from metric and standard, as well as some 1/4 inch, just metric Gearwrench stuff. I don't do a whole lot of 1/4 inch stuff. Right down here, flashlight and safety glasses, pens, lighters, breath mints, all that good stuff. Right below that, some Neosporin and Band-Aids, headlamp, and a, what is that, probably a 2 foot, 1/2 inch ratchet from, I think that's Matco. Yep, it's a Matco ratchet. Not a whole lot of Matco stuff in this box, simply because I had a Matco dealer for all of probably 2 months, and then he left. Going in on the other side, or I guess in the middle there, have my driveline tools, 12 mil and 1/2 inch, in both wobbles and straights, as well as a brake drum, or I guess brake pad measurement tool. Still have the instructions for it underneath, actually. Down here we just have some Torx, which I hardly ever use. Never really got a rail for them, but they're there. Standard 1/2 inch impacts from, what is that, 5/16 all the way up to 1.5 inches? Yeah, 1.5 inches. These are great pneumatic. They're damn close to Sunex, if not the same company. They do well. I've only really used the 1.5 inch. I just picked these up last week. They look well made, and I have other Sunex stuff that hold up really well, so I'm looking forward to using those. These are Snap-on 1/2 inch in standard, same as this set right over there, as well as the Snap-on stubbies. The shorts in 1/2 inch. These are 3/8 Snap-on all the way up to 1 inch. Some 3/8. Those are 3/8. I think I said 3/8. 3/8 short. This came with this set. It's just a wobble. It's actually very close to this Mac I have right here. You can see that the Mac is a lot taller, actually, as well as a lot thicker in diameter. I haven't had the chance to, or I guess have the reason to use a impact wobble just yet. Like I said, I picked that up last week, so I'm excited to see how that one turns out. There's just a bunch of randoms down here, adapters. I don't even know what this is. This is just a random Husky 12 mil. Square drive for slack adjusters, drain plug 1/2 inch, some Snap-on universals, Volvo drain plugs. All are, what is this, 1.25 inch. Bought that specifically. 12 mil impact Allen, and a random, I think it's a Pittsburgh 21 millimeter. I think I bought that for my Jeep. Just ended up bringing it to work. Yeah, top drawer, all good. Next we have all my wrenches in both of these. These are snap-on, standard, and metric. The metric only goes down to 10, so I have a couple. I have an 8 and a 9 from Gearwrench, as well as a Mac stubby 10. Comes in handy. 2 crescent wrenches, actual crescent wrenches, and then a snap-on crescent wrench. This one's actually pretty nice because you can easily see how big or small you're going. Useful. Over here, I picked these up a couple weeks ago, and I am loving them. A lot of people make these, but it's the same wrench. These are from Platinum Tools. They are double box end, ratcheting, reversible flex head. And those have gotten me out of so much. They're actually really good for when you're doing pulleys and serpentine belts, getting down to the engine bay. Super helpful. Next down, we have pliers, some vice grips, snap-on, those two and those two that came as a set, some crappy oil filter wrenches, hose cutters, pipe wrench, I guess you could call it. These are those for doing electrical, automatics. Big filter wrench, little filter wrench, and the snap-ons. Next is screwdrivers, punches, Allens, all that sort of stuff. These are snap-on screwdrivers. They're nice. I got those as a set. Couple of Macs, some nice pick tools, some aws, a really nice long. Use this to poke holes in oil filters when they're way up there. Nut driver, all that good stuff. Beat them up. Screwdriver, it's all bent. Scraper. Feeler gauges, Allens, snap-on punch set, Gearwrench punch set. Next drawer, hammers, 2 dead blows, Home Depot. Wilton, actually one of my favorite hammers, use that every day. That's a Blue Point. I got that as a gift. Useless. Found that on the road. It's fine. Next, Pry Bars. Little ones, big ones, actual pry bars, hooks, all that good stuff. Down here is kind of my don't use it very regularly drawer. Electrical stuff. I don't really use electrical, it's just a crappy test light and then a pretty nice snap-on multimeter. Miscellaneous glasses, lockout tag out, a crappy headlamp, tapes. My two, these are both snap-on torque wrenches. This one is the electric and that one is the clicker type, 3/8 and half. Honestly, don't use them much. I don't do a whole lot of engine work or anything critical, I guess you could call it, so I don't really use them much. Chargers, liquids. Over here, coming back, these are my ratchets. These are a couple of 3/8 half-inch Gearwrench, snap-on, half-inch, 3/8 Gearwrench, 1/4 inch. This one is a non-locking flex. This one is a locking flex. This one is also a locking flex. Extensions. What is this? 3/8, 1/4, half inch impact. Those were also part of that set. Continuing on, I guess snap-on, Gearwrench, snap-on, snap-on. That long one's a Gearwrench, really nice. And those are GP. Air drawer. This and this actually just picked up today. Haven't used them yet. Supposedly they're pretty damn good. One of my coworkers has been loaning me his Nitro Cat 1200. It's a couple years old, and I picked up the 1250. I like his a lot, hoping that I'll like this one just as much. Need to remember how I put that away because I just organized that 5 minutes ago. This is an IR 3/8 Honestly, I think it's junk. I beat it up, it's scratched, it's dinged. These 3 Allens come loose all the time, and you get air escaping out from the gap, and you lose all your power. Not good. Would not recommend. Let's see, a matte cutoff wheel, a 3/8 air ratchet. I bought this off a coworker. It screams so loud, I honestly don't use it much. It spins really slow. Probably going to upgrade to an electric one at some point. Keys for the cutoff wheel. Let's see, tire pressure, tire fill, blow gun. This is for actually filling up an air compressor, and this is on a Volvo. They have AC fittings on the airline after the compressor, so you just hook up this, quick connect, twist it down, hook up your airline, and you're filling the truck up with air without actually turning the truck on. So that's pretty nice. And we have my old crappy CP. That's like 20 years old. Just not got rid of it, but replaced it today, so it's down here. And then this is at my old shop. We used to siphon out diesel to fill into trucks. So the siphon now lives in the box, and in this shop we do it a different way. And the last drawer is the junk drawer, or I guess the spare parts drawer, whatever you want to call it. Air fittings, brake chambers, plugs, wires, bolts, brackets, adapters, all that good stuff is all living in here. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got. I've been in the trade for a little over a year now. I upgraded to this box, I'd say 2 months ago. It's been good, but we'll see how time goes. I'm not fully convinced that this will last 3 years. Actually, my coworker who works next to me, he has the first gen for 4 years now. That's this box right here. Same 44-inch, the first generation, same setup. He's had his for 4 years, and he has to push all the stuff up against it because the drawers just slide right out. They don't have that detent anymore. Yeah, so we'll see how this one does. It's only 2 months old. It does well. I open these drawers every day, so I mean, it's been doing good for 2 months, but we'll see how it ends up after year, 2 year, 3 year. By then I'm planning on getting something different. Yeah, thank you guys. If you want to see more or any tool reviews or my thoughts on anything, leave me a comment. Be sure to like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.